Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to part 2 of today's 13-hour stream. Before we get started and say hello to all of these wonderful faces around the screen, please take a moment to check out the following links. Our social links. Come over and hang out with us in the Discord. If you want to get into a game, send me a DM on Twitter and I'll sort you out a game. And if you would like to catch up with all of our other shows, or fill your time with binge watching D&D, we have thousands of hours on YouTube for your perusal. Also check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by Hero Forge. On Wednesdays, you can find us playing with their color tool creator for these colored minis. This isn't painted. This is printed in color. It's absolutely amazing. See that on Wednesdays. Also, check out Mage Hand Press for all of your 5e expansions. We play their Thayfolio expansion on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EDT, and they're currently doing a 25% discount on all of their PDFs. Also, check out the Deck of Many. Thank you, Kenjia. Deck of Many, yep, there's a Deck of Many. Is that animated spells? Is that level 1? Level 3?
Level 1, Volume 2.
Level 1, Volume 2, there you go. Also, we have the Deck of Many Things. The Deck of Many Things is available as a donation reward today. Would I throw that at a new DM? Yes, I would, Anita. And I didn't warn you about that, so, true exercises in improv going on over here. Also, yeah, you're prepared! You've got it covered! Check out their Humblewood expansion on Thursdays at 6 p.m. EDT, as we play as cute woodland creatures trying to stop the forest from burning down. Last week, Sunny nearly got eaten by a snake. In fact, they spent most of the episode inside its mouth. It was great. Also, check out Dungeon Fog. Dungeon Fog, who create this map-making utensil that you can go and check out. There is a free profile that you can play with. You can create beautiful maps. You can add things to the maps, and as you add things, the DM notes dynamically update to reflect the changes you have made. So it writes your DM notes for you. If you like their free tool, you can consider subscribing to their premium services with a 10% discount using the code Scratticus. Let's also mention our content warning. Content warning there. You can see all of the things that may come up in the show. This isn't a bingo card. We're not going to try and tick them all off. We've all just said, yeah, we're okay with this. So it could happen. I should also update the tweet. I'll do that. There will be a tweet coming out as we go around and say hello to everyone. But let's go around and say hello to everyone, starting with the wonderful Pahnita. Pahnita, how are you doing?
Oh, hi. I'm Pahnita. You can find me on Twitter at Pahnita. I am on this channel on Tuesday nights with It's the Riddler and Scratticus and Ray, who was in the last game, and Madame Gandalf, of course. We play Rotting Shadows. On Wednesday nights, I'm usually on Joshua Barbeau's channel. We're on break for the next couple weeks. And I'm going to be maybe starting my own channel streaming D&D games after this. We'll see how this one goes. I'm very excited. This is the first one-shot that I ever wrote. And I'm really excited to see how you all handle Mortimer.
Looking forward to it. Let's carry on clockwise around the screen and go next to aspiring DM, Jenna.
I was muted. Hello, I'm Jenna. You can find me at Aspiring DM on Twitter and littledragonscribbles.com and on Instagram, where I have bullet journaling things, started Animal Crossing bullet journaling stuff as well. So, there I do art commissions and stuff through my Twitter as well. So,
yeah.
Do you want us to say who we're playing, or?
Up to Anita. Anita, shall we introduce now or introduce in character?
We'll introduce in character.
Okay, fantastic. So thank you very much. Next around the screen, we have Snickle Socks. Oh, hi, Snickle.
Hi, hello. I'm Snickle. Snickle Socks on Twitter. Half of the brain behind the Retroverse, Lasers and Liches, that sort of stuff. Also a bunch of the dire Pokemon, and just deciding to put everything full of bees is apparently my brand now. which is fine.
I love that.
it's an accidental thing that happened, and it's been a lot of fun.
Bees is my
yeah.
favorite Cards Against Humanity card.
It is a good card. Just bees in general is just a good thing, and we should all really be more appreciative of the bees while we still have them.
Decanter of Endless Bees.
All right, I'm gonna write that down. Decanter of Endless Bees. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. Hi. That's me. Nice to meet you.
Hi. I think more people should be covered in jam. Last round. Well, not last round because I'm last, but next round, Riddler. Oh, hi, Riddler.
Oh, is that me? Hello, everybody. I'm Riddler. You can call me Riddler. You can call me D. Whatever so suits you. I am a musician, streamer, writer, DM, mess of a person. And I have had a full Red Bull that I chugged about 15 minutes before I joined this Zoom chat to embody the energy of the character I'm bringing to the table today. So I'm very excited.
I love that. I love that. Yep, I'm last. I've got the tweet ready. There's the tweet. Go and retweet the tweet. It's a great way to support the stream for free. And I don't think there's anything else to go through. Oh, wow, my brain's scattered. And Anita, let's hand over to you.
Thank you. All right. Hello, adventurers. We open our story on the western coast of the continent of Farreach. Far away from the gleaming spires of the Delphic Bastille, there's a city built into the tall cliffs overlooking the Drestav Ocean. Welcome to Bravana's Reach. The Reach, as the locals call it, is defended by strong stone wall and towers with one road leading westward into the Nightglade Forest. Governed by an order of sorcerers and arcanists, it is a place where sellswords and adventurers can ply their trades within the local guild halls. There are a number of them, but for this adventure, we will focus on the Jewels of Glimmer, the third best in town. There are actually only 3. And in the Jewels of Glimmer, we begin in the office of the owner, proprietor, Bijou Glimmer, a well-to-do dwarf woman with impressive mutton chops is sitting at her desk. Very small but well-decorated room, and she sort of looks over each and every one of you. And I would like each of you to describe your character, introduce yourselves, and tell me something in the room that catches your eye. We'll start with, we'll go the other way around. We'll start with Betty.
Right. Betty is, if I recall correctly, which I do, a medium-sized half-orc. She's 48 going on 80. Grey hair, tight curls, slight blue rinse effect going on there. False tusks. And kind of picture Mrs. Doubtfire. And that's roughly a good image, but half-orc. That's roughly where we're at with Betty. And she... one thing that we notice around this office...
Yes.
Okay. I will notice an overflowing in tray.
Okay. Business has been picking up for the Jewels of Glimmer lately, and you do notice that there are a number of petitions for adventurers and for people to be getting different jobs or sort of things, but she actually has one in particular that she's holding in her hands, and she's just sort of looking it over. And then we'll go to next. Riddler, do you want to introduce your character?
I'm going to do this in the reverse order of Scrap and say the thing that's standing out to me is a potted plant in the corner.
Ridley, your sound's coming in and out. Do you have any auto volume on?
I'm sorry. Is this better?
Could be. It sounded like it was automatically adjusting.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
But in this potted plant, standing in it, just sort of like clawing through the dirt, there's this gnarled, shirted, it looks like a small child with like permanent soot stains on the face and this large frazzle of black hair, just sitting in the potted plant, digging around. And this is Gorgonzola. He's got these glittering, amber-colored eyes. He's just...
And she sort of like looks at you and says, and just sort of sighs a little bit. Well, you get what you pay for, I guess, and this is what I pay for. All right. And then moving around, we go to Snickle.
You're going to see a Lightfoot halfling, tall and broad for a halfling. Would be imposing to other halflings, but still quite short. He looks like a stereotypical pirate, like as much of that as you could, like eye patch, big fluffy shirt. He's got a nice long beard that he's grown out, and he just sort of is looking very impatient. And standing there sort of tapping his foot, but glancing out the side of his eye, you can tell he's kind of casing the joint to see how what's worth money here, and is particularly attracted to a set of keys, or like a set of key hooks on the wall, and trying to figure out which one might lead to the most amount of money if he were just to take one.
All right, and then moving around, we go finally, last but not least, to Jenna.
Alrighty. So standing to the side is a fairly tall, fluffy, brown, dark and light brown furred tabaxi with gold eyes that have a little ring of green around the center. And she's a giant fluffy tail and is staring intently at a collection of a bunch of different feather quills set over on this in the side of the room. Just staring at them intently.
Almost teaser toy-esque.
Yes.
Okay. And Bijou sort of looks at this piece of paper and she says, well, I suppose thank you all for coming. Now, I know most of you are new to the guild, have been sort of itching to get out into the city and maybe do some work. Scratch up a little bit of pocket money. Top up the coin purses a bit. So it took me a while to find a job that would be the right fit for you. I think I've got just the thing, though. Pays 10 gold each. Or, if you like, perhaps a custom weapon made by the petitioner. Philippa Jones, she is the daughter of the main smith at the Burnished Arms. And she's petitioning the job on behalf of her sister. Louisa? Now, seems Louisa lost a pet or something? I don't know. Get out there. Listen, I know this job's not glamorous. But you gotta start somewhere. Maybe if you prove yourselves capable, I'll have some better work for you in the future. So, what do each of you say?
Why 10 gold to find a pet?
I mean, it's not much, but it's something.
I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, but, it seems a bit excessive. All right, rich weirdos or something.
Well, I mean, the Burnished Arms does most of the smithy work for the wardens in town, so you can expect they've got some decent pocket money for the contracts that they do.
Like I said, I don't mind it all. I'll take their money. It doesn't matter to me.
But yeah, you'll have to speak to the petitioner herself. She's got more details. if anything else, any questions? I mean,
No, dearie, that sounds absolutely fine to me.
I just noticed the hat.
it's a good hat. It's a good
I
hat.
look away for a second and look back, and there's a hat. I love it.
Gorgonzola will raise 2 fistfuls of dirt and say, "I don't want your coin. I want this." And he'll hug the plant.
I'll take his coin.
Fine. Take the damn plant with you for all I care.
The spoils.
As long as
Just like-
we're asking, can I have one of those feather quills?
I mean, I'm not the one paying you, but sure, go for it.
Snatch
She sort
it.
of. Oh,
But I miss, and then I take it
all
Sorry.
right.
from her.
Go out there. Don't disappoint. Bring us glory, I guess.
Glory! Out the door.
For
Out the door.
pets.
No, just as we're going off now, just to remind me again, what was the name of the contact? I'll probably handle most of the looking after the adventurers.
Philippa Jones.
Philippa
Oh, I read it
Jones.
right.
Philippa Jones. Yeah.
Philippa
On
Jones.
behalf of her sister Louisa, I think is what it says here.
And I have a question. Is Jenna?
Yeah.
What's this lady's name?
Bijou Glimmer. And it is the Jewels of Glimmer Adventuring Company.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Philippa Jones.
Philippa Jones. And
feel like I need a
Betty,
cat
actually,
toy.
as a nurse, as your background, you would actually know the Jones sisters. Their father, Mitchum, runs the Burnished Arms. He's done it for quite some time. There are actually 3 sisters, Louisa, Philippa, and Maxine. And you might have treated them here and there every once in a while, maybe babysat them when they were smaller.
Yes, I remember now. Though she was just a wee lass the last time that I saw her. Have you heard much from Mitchum? Is he doing well?
And Bijou sort of says, I think he's doing well enough for himself, but if I hear the rumors correctly, Philip is going to be a better blacksmith than he is.
Oh, well, that's every parent's dream, isn't it?
Yeah? Well, it's what he gets. Bit of a sot, that one, but good heart.
And I think she's going to use a tissue from her sleeve, just give it a little lick, and just wipe this person's face just a little. Just there we go. Just a little something there.
Betty, we're the same age.
Yep.
Get
You're
out
gonna
of
be
here.
seen in public with dirt all over your face now, do you?
Look at all this paperwork.
Well, I'll let you get on then.
Bloody hell.
Nixie has been edging. I was about to say Nixie's been edging toward the desk, and kind of messing with the edges of the paper that are sticking out a little bit. Just kind of
Do you need
until
something
Betty
else?
goes to leave. What? No. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna go, and she'll scamper out the door.
All right. Fine. Anyway,
Cat toys.
go on. Bring us glory. Don't disappoint. And
Yes,
she
I-
sends you on your way. Out the door. It's a beautiful day. It's springtime. The weather is actually quite nice. You can smell the salt spray of the ocean coming off of the bay. A little bit of that fishy smell that sort of comes with it.
Genesis, you. But
Yeah.
I'm a tabaxi, so that should smell good. I guess.
Nixie is happy.
Smells like life.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah. Thunderfoot, you definitely know. This is when you came into port, it felt like you were coming home.
Exactly. I've been here for too long, though. Too long.
Starting to grow roots.
Never. I'd rather die. Thanks. I'm hydroponic, thanks.
Gorgonzola is just out in the main thoroughfare, just like, and just runs off towards the blacksmith.
Betty, you know the direction, and it is the opposite way of the way that Gorgonzola just ran.
Oh dear.
Nixie will be sticking right by Betty.
Get a lungful, dearie. That's fresh air that is coming straight off the sea.
Oh, very good.
Gorgonzola,
Eh?
the blacksmiths will be this way.
You come back here, or Betty's gonna give you a bath again.
Bath.
As you continue through the streets, you can hear town criers shouting the news of the day. Oye, 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 Harvest Festival's coming. Or actually not Harvest Festival, it's spring. It's the Sewing Festival is coming. See the sights at the Midword Festival? Oye, oye, oye. Lock up your valuables. Rash of robberies in the Reach perplexes town guard. Don't know why I turned into a talkie speaker, but let's go with it. Oye, oye, oye. Lady Vestrala of the Oculan Order welcomes her 7th son. And you can see...
Oh, that
7?
woman has a fantastic fortitude.
You can see off in the distance the unmistakable black plume of smoke for the burnished arms. Approaching the store front. Was it enough that the smoke led you to it? There's the big sign out front of 2 gauntleted fists clasping each other, boldly in red with gold trim, the burnished arms. There's a door. I'm assuming you enter. A bell just starts going off, welcoming your arrival into the store.
Nixie just stares at it and walks through.
You see a brightly lit, tidily laid out room with an L-shaped counter. There's weapons that are neatly sheathed on racks lining the walls. A few suits of armor on display, but not that much. Now to the right is a small door with a leather curtain that leads into another room. And from behind it, you can actually pick up the faint, sort of pungent, acrid smell of the forge. But hearing the bell, the curtain sort of parts, and there's a young woman in her early 20s. Thin, well-built, like good muscle definition on the arms. She's got, you think it's blonde hair, but it's kind of hard to tell. It's been stained with soot. It's tied up very tightly in a bun. Welcome to the Burnished Arms. What can I do for you?
You, pretty woman. We have been sent here on a mission.
Yeah. Are you the people from Bijot's company?
Unfortunately, yes.
I claim no home.
Oh, hi, Betty. How are
Is
you?
that
How are
true,
you
dearie?
doing?
You've grown so well. Oh, I don't have enough napkins in the world to clean you up. You're filthy.
I know it's kind of with the occupation the way that it is. Yeah, I get pretty filthy.
How's your dad?
He's good. He's in the back, and you can sort of hear like the clanging of metal.
And your sisters?
Good. Maxime's at school. But you're here for Louisa.
Betty, we're not on a social call.
Everything is a social call, dearie. Good customer service goes a long way.
Well, we're not customers, are we?
We're all about the social graces here, a little bit at least. So I'm glad that Miss Glamir, that's actually faster than I thought she could be here. Honestly. I mean...
See, we've bought ourselves some time there, Mr. Thunderfoot.
Oh, is it time to sit down and have some tea then?
Well, if you'd like.
I can put on a pot if you want.
You have
Yes, that sounds lovely. Put on the pot. We'll have a nice cup of tea while we discuss the mission.
Or...
Do you have any mint tea?
I don't.
Just
just
yeah, I brought my
tea.
own leaves.
Oh,
Out of can.
I would
I
love
mean,
some tea. Thank
Sure,
you.
she goes and she like, there's, come on upstairs, I guess. And upstairs in the second floor is actually their family home. But she sort of stops at the bottom of the stairs and she's like, oh, sorry, but just so you know, my sister Louisa, she's kind of got this thing for weird animals. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't pay mercenaries to find it if it was like a dog or a cat.
Hey,
I mean, sorry, no offense. But like, usually a dog or a cat will come back, right? It's a thing.
They
Sometimes
get claimed by the wild.
that's how that works. I mean, she has a tendency to bring home like exotic birds or like injured snakes, or like once she found this spider and it would just like disappear. And
Snakes. I thought you said steaks. I was like, let's put a little bit
Oh,
in
no,
the cart before the horse.
snakes. Sorry, Betty, you're getting a little hard of hearing in your
Hang on
old
a
age.
second.
So what are we looking for here?
Well, you're looking for Mortimer. And Mortimer is a
Okay.
snail. She bought it.
I
couple
saw
months
4
ago?
of them on the way here. I
Well,
could go
no,
pick
this
up a
one's-
rock.
This one's kind of special. She
I could
bought
paint it green or whatever. It doesn't.
No, that won't really do. Bought it about a month ago. Traveling merchant. Kind of got a little bit of a rainbowy shell. Kind of. What's that word?
Rainbow.
Iridescent.
Iridescent.
Yes, that's the one.
Which one?
Iridescent. That's the
Okay.
word. But yes. So Louisa can tell you more about how she lost him and where. Let's go upstairs, and she leads you upstairs to this like small, kind of humble family home. There's 2 rooms on either side. There's one that's like directly above the forge, which doesn't seem like it's a good idea. But she's like, that's where Dad sleeps. But she sort of leads you into this small, sort of like humble sitting area, and she puts on a kettle. Sort of like snaps her fingers, and a fire springs up.
It scares Nixie, and she just kind of.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh God! And I just
Here, let me get Louisa.
forgot that there's a
I
bell.
think Betty just starts making herself at home as if this is her own kitchen. She like goes
Yeah.
and gets the tea tray and like
Yeah.
starts just setting things up.
Right after I
Everyone was
scared
just
Nick-
inching closer.
Nixie scared me.
The actual Nixie. The
Yeah.
real Nixie.
I forgot that there's bells on here.
Oh,
And
okay.
I've been playing with it, and she's just been there and just attacked my hand.
Thunderfoot is touching a lot of things to find out which things are tied down and which are not. He's not taking anything. It's just sort of.
I mean, nothing's really tied down. This is a family home, but there's nothing really that expensive here, or nothing
Nothing worth it.
worth it. I mean, there's like some silverware. She lays out the tray, and there's like some nice spoons and like some fine china cups. Here, let me get Louisa. Louisa! And like running in, you can hear, what? Sort of peeking out the door, you see a small girl. She's sort of very similar face to her sister, but kind of like curly ringlets. She's pretty cute, like bright blue eyes, and she sort of looks and she goes, what's going on?
You are the keeper of the snail.
Oh, you know about Mortimer? Have you seen him?
I've seen many things. Things which you would not believe, small child.
You're about the same height as her.
Yes.
That does not stop him.
Does not stop, small child. But have you seen Mortimer? And she sort of looks to her sister, and she's just like, well, I hired these people to help you find him. So, go ahead, tell them about Mortimer. And then she sort of goes into sort of the same kind of story. Bought him from a merchant. I paid 1 copper piece. It was real good because it was my allowance for the week. And I spent it on the snail. And All right. So then he started growing. He got pretty
That
big.
happens. Oh, no. How big?
Well, I mean, he started about the size of the copper piece I paid for him. Last time I saw him, he was about the size of a house cat.
That's a large snail.
Pretty big, yeah.
That's
Are we
very big
talking
snail.
like a wee tabby? Are we talking like
Or like me.
Or like Nixie, yeah.
No, not like Nixie.
Because I'm a
Or
house
Nixie?
cat, technically. Nixie.
Oh,
You
and
are a
I-
cat in a house.
She's been like standing by the teapot, just waiting for it to be ready.
And at this point, her sister comes and pours like little cups.
Scoops the mint into the tea.
Nice. I mean, but then I kind of, I lost Mortimer. I mean,
Lost, or did he run away?
well, he can't really go very far, very fast.
I don't think he can run.
I
mean,
think he can run, but a snail of that size can move a little bit faster than a snail of a tiny size, don't you think?
Not really. He's pretty slow. But we were playing in the park. I took him out for a little bit of a jaunt, and we were gonna relax a little bit. I had a picnic, brought some cherries. He loves cherries. And I sat down under the tree. I was really tired, and then I fell asleep. And when I woke up, he was gone.
Enzo is chewing on the side of the glass he's drinking from.
Did he leave a trail? Did he leave a note?
Oh, a trail's actually a really good idea. Because
There
they
was
leave
no
trails, don't they, snails?
There was no trail from the snail.
Snail trail failed.
There were other kids playing in the park that day, so one of them had to have seen him go away.
The snail's
well,
been
there
kidnapped.
wouldn't be a trail if it got picked up.
And maybe? I don't think any of the kids would do that.
Maybe we can attract it back with a little bit of lettuce, maybe some kale.
Oh, if you can get some cherries from the market. He loves
You mean
cherries.
some kale? Kale, yeah?
Yes, kale.
Some kale for the snail? That maybe left a trail?
Oh.
Thunderfoot's gonna look over at Nixie. We're on the job right now, you know. I see that mint. Just be careful.
What?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
It's mint.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah,
mint.
I know.
And
I know.
it's fine.
I know how you get on mint.
Her pupils have gone from itty bitty just to really big.
Gorgonzola, is there like a window in this?
Oh yeah, there's a window that sort of looks out to a backyard.
Gorgonzola will lean out the window and just like look for the first animal that he can spot. Be it, an insect, bird, or anything.
Yeah, there's a
Large
couple
cat.
pigeons that are
And,
sort of like hopping along the fence posts outside.
He'll shout, "You, feathered one!" And I will cast animal friendship on the pigeon.
Oh no.
The pigeon kind of flaps up. Ooh.
I need you. Listen to me. It's just like both hands.
It grabs him.
My feathered agent. I need all information on a shiny snail. Maybe left a trail. I don't know. They were saying a lot of words. I got kind of lost. Into the ether!
Cool.
I just.
While this happened, Nixie noticed, set down her cup, and started creeping up behind him toward the bird.
Oh
She
God.
didn't get there in time, and when it got released, just jumps
An
toward
assassin!
it, but missed.
Nixie?
Yeah. What? Oh no, that's mine. Sorry, cat.
I-
Yeah. What?
But can you find him? Can you find Mortimer?
We might be able to. You said maybe some of your friends there knew something
Oh,
or
I
saw
mean,
something.
friends, yeah, I guess.
Okay. Whatever. The other kids. I don't really care whether you have friends or not. I'm trying to find your darn snail. So what's who? Names. I want names. I want parents' names. I want to go talk to their parents. Actually, I want Betty to go talk to their parents, and I want to stand there and listen to what they say.
Well, they might be in the park right now if you want to go talk to them.
Yeah.
The scene is
There's-
still warm, you mean? No.
Well, no, it was a couple days ago, but
Unlike
they
that
usually
tea,
play
if
in
you
the
keep
park
it-
around this time. And the tea's been served. You've sort of been.
Grab the
It's pretty nice. It's
young
just
girl
like your generic black tea, sort of.
by the shoulders and say,
Orange Pico.
"Don't worry, my best agents are on the case."
Oh, good.
Nixie's now by the window, just.
Nixie, I told you to be careful about the mint.
Huh?
I said be careful about the mint. Come back over here. We have a job to do.
Okay.
So Philippa will pipe up. So yes, the pay is 10 gold pieces each, or if you prefer, I can give you a weapon. I am a smith. I can fashion one probably from you.
The only weapons I need are these and these.
So I'll take Nixie's weapon as well. Gorgonzola's already offered his gold to me, so-
I have a bargain for you, woman of fire and metal.
Sure. I
You are
mean-
covered in a particularly exquisite layer of grime. I would like to roll around in your soot pit for 1 hour.
You've got a deal if that's what you want to be paid in.
Drive a hard bargain. And I'll extend a hand.
Well, no, I don't.
She'll take
really-
it. Give you a shake. Good firm handshake.
I don't really need any weapons. I do quite all right with what I've got. But I do have some pots and pans and things around the house that could use a little bit of fixing up. They're quite old, you see.
Oh, I can definitely help you with that, Betty. That would be, yeah, definitely. That's easy. Easy work.
How
You-
high off the ground is the window?
Do you think
How high off the ground is the window? You're on the second floor, so
Okay.
what? Like 15, 20 feet?
What were you gonna say, Nixie?
I was gonna say, do you think I can get the 10 gold? Like, if I can get my reward in pounds of mint leaves,
I
mint
can
plants.
probably make some arrangements. I don't really know any botanists in town, but if I give you the 10 gold and you go down to the market square, you could probably get about 10 gold worth of mint. It's not a
You
problem.
build a castle of mint for 10 gold.
A castle. She's drooling slightly. Pupils are huge.
You know what? I'll help you. I want to see it happen. We'll make this happen together.
So have you said?
You're my new favorite friend. Go stands
Okay.
close and just.
So yeah, payment once you get back the snail, if that's agreeable.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. That sounds great.
All right. Thank you very much. Hope to see you. I mean, I don't really know how these timelines are like. How long do you think this is going to take?
I don't know. The snail grew to the size of a cat in a week, so if we're thinking exponential, we'll probably find it in another few days because it'll come out of the ocean like a giant sea monster. But, you know, hopefully before then.
Oh,
Gosh, I hope not.
I
And
don't-
then we can
they don't-
eat it. Oh, wait, no.
They don't like salt, you see.
They also don't typically grow to the size of a cat.
Not generally, no.
No. Or be iridescent.
Yeah, he's real pretty.
It was like
Real pretty.
shiny.
To the snail! Gorgonzola jumps out the window.
Yeah,
You jump out the window, Gorgonzola.
Jump out the window.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check, please. First roll of the stream.
Awesome. Love that. Acrobatics. 14.
Okay. Come on, roll 20. Give me something here. Just being real slow.
Been a little
Troll
slow
20.
today. It is
That's halved, so you'll take 2 points of damage from the fall.
Oh no.
It was pretty high up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But you do manage to sort of like tuck and roll at the last minute, but you still sort of twist your shoulder a little bit.
Oh.
And you raise to the ground.
Betty, is he
Yes?
okay? You think he's
Oh.
okay?
He's just got a lot of energy. You know, he's been cooped up for a little while. A nice mission will do him good.
Yeah, I was gonna say your friend's a little
Eccentric?
eccentric, definitely. That's the word.
That's the nice way to say it. Yes, that's the word we've learned to use.
But that's
He's,
the best kind of centric as well.
Well,
Betty, what are the other kinds of centric?
Oh, you can have egocentric, concentric. There's all sorts of centrics. You want eccentric if you're gonna have any of them.
Fair point, Betty. Fair
Meanwhile,
point.
Nixie's back over at the window.
No birds, Nixie.
are you gonna leave? Do you want me to show you out?
Go,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
need.
Can we not
no
take the
need.
window?
I mean, if
So-
if you,
I will catch you.
I don't trust you.
No! I'll just climb down. And I'll finish off my tea
Uh-huh.
and then climb out the window.
This is the best disaster party that I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, because doors.
I have a climbing speed.
Doors.
You know,
Gorgonzola's watching her climb, and he's like, "Yes."
you know, Mr. Thunderfoot, that we will be responsible for those two. We just have to look after them as best we can.
I take no responsibility for anything that they've done, and I never will.
Well, yes, I see that, but higher authorities may not see it that way.
I don't believe there is a higher authority than me.
Oh, yes, I forgot about your little disposition. No worries, then. I'm sure we'll be fine.
I got a spot.
Oh,
Me?
No, I'm messing with Betty.
Oh, nice.
thank you,
As we're
dearie.
walking out, can I sort of like nudge up to what was the little girl's name again?
Louisa.
Louisa, and I'll just sort of low voice in right next to her. Kids are crap. You don't need them.
They're kind
You're
of
better than them anyway.
Get along with animals better.
Yeah, you and me both.
All right. Please find him.
We will. We'll try. I mean, we'll try. He's probably dead, but if he's not dead, well, then we'll find him. Listen, kids, some things happen. It is life. If you know, here, I'll tell you. We don't find him. I'll get you another snail, and I'll paint him nice and pretty for you.
She goes into her room and starts crying.
It's never good with kids. Better with animals.
Well, you tried your best.
You heard that?
I hear everything, dearie.
I hope not.
Got eyes in the back of my head, me. Many a child has learned. I always.
And ears on your feet, then.
Yes.
Betty
maybe.
knows all. Betty sees all. Betty is all.
Betty is a warlock patron.
Oh,
Yeah,
once
Betty is a
was
warlock
all
patron.
that
Betty is my warlock patron.
Yeah.
And so you make your way out from the shop. Ding, bell dings as you exit. And the street is open. And Louisa had sort of directed you to the park where the kids were hanging out, I guess. It's easy enough to find. It's just down the street.
Nixie will creep up to Snickle Just purring. Castle of
Absolutely.
Mint.
Yeah.
From behind you, you actually hear ding, 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 and running up from the door is Louisa, and her face is kind of red, and she's got a bag in her hands, and she hands it to Thunderfoot. Says, "Here, these are his favorite.
Well, I look in the bag.
It's a bag of cherries.
I eat one of the cherries.
A little sour, but pretty
It's a
good.
little sour. Your Snail has bad taste.
Don't eat all of them. He
I
likes
can't
them.
promise anything. No, fine. I won't eat all of them.
Okay. And then
Pretty
she
good,
runs
thank
back into the house.
So now I have a bag of cherries.
Now you have a bag of cherries.
Okay.
You can add that to your inventory sheet if you like.
All right. Bag of cherries.
One step closer to a bag of bees.
Yeah. I'm going to get a pie out of this by the time this is all said and done.
Maybe.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, what do you do? Adventurers?
Snack on cherries.
I do
Playing
hope
with the
that
cherry stem.
Gorgonzola and Nixie have probably got a lead on us, unless you would have waited. Would you have waited for us, or?
Oh no, I would have waited because Snickle's now my new best friend.
Yeah.
He's gonna help me build.
I think you
Castle
probably
of
see
Mint.
Gorgonzola on hands and feet, just like towards the park.
Gorgonzola, we didn't even give you any tea this time. You got no caffeine in your system. How do you do this? I don't understand.
I'm an eternal flame.
All right, yeah, fine.
This
Yes.
makes me so happy.
Yeah, all right, fair. You're an eternal flame.
Can't really argue with that, can you?
And I really can't. So I'm also going to give Nixie some head scratches. Just
Hers harder.
Nice. You make your way to the park?
Yeah.
Or
for sure.
okay. So yeah, you there are some children that are sort of playing in the park. You can approach them and ask questions if you like.
You,
or-
child, what do you know of a snail?
What?
A snail. It's like a slug, but more fortified.
But more fortified.
Fortified. I mean, oh,
An armored slug.
are you looking for Louisa's snail?
Yes.
Walk up beside. Yes.
Interesting that you would know that.
Well, I mean, she's only been asking for him for like the last couple days.
I smell him. Does he smell like a snail?
Not real. Make a perception check. Sure. Why not? Let's do this.
Oh.
Alright. This is one of the things that he's good at. Good-ish. 21.
Nice.
Oh. Oddly, not really much in the way of snail smells, but not that you have really anything to compare it to in this case. It kind of smells like dirt, a little bit.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, because like a little bit, kind of like some sweetness. Maybe they'd had some candy, a little bit.
Hmm.
Um,
You don't smell of snail.
I mean,
He's clear.
I make an intimidation check, Gorgonzola. You just came up and just smelled a child.
That's a 2 there.
Oh dear.
Answer to you.
-1 modifier.
Who do you're weird. You're a weird little kid.
I'm going to step up beside Gorgonzola. Don't you say that to him.
His words.
Who the heck are you, old man?
His dad. What do you care? What do you know about snails?
I mean,
You better tell us something, or I'm going to make him smell you again.
make another intimidation check, Thunderfoot.
Right? Yeah.
Are there other kids around?
There's a couple other kids further on down the park. If you like, you could make an investigation check to sort of ask around.
I was just seeing what they were doing.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. They're sort of some of them are playing like sort of the stick and the hoop game, like old timey kids do. Yeah.
Can I make a self-imposed wisdom check to not chase after it?
Perfect.
Yeah. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, I chase after it.
Wait, our hoop! Someone stop her!
Pounce.
Never truly stop nature. So like, no snail then, huh?
So, listen, I haven't seen the snail, but I think, listen, Oliver Platt might know something.
Who's Oliver Platt?
I mean, kind of a weaselly little kid, lots of freckles, really mussy, like wild red hair. I think he's actually over, and he points to the other group of kids that Nixie's by, and just like you hear the little redhead kid yell, "My hoop!"
Nixie, stay away from those weasels.
What?
Oh, what? Weasels?
Gorgonzola,
Weasels?
Where?
you ready to play good cop, weird cop? Yeah.
I don't see weasels. What are you talking about? I
Just-
pick up the hoop.
You know what? Just do your thing. Take the hoop. Run away with
Freeze, freckle face! And I run over to him.
He sort of stops. He freezes.
What do you know about a snail?
it. You better answer, my friend here. He's gonna smell you.
This sniffer is dangerous.
Make another intimidation check.
It
While
was
this is happening, I'll like start looking around for anything out of place or out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. -1
Um,
to investigation. This would be fine.
Nice.
Almost.
He starts like, I didn't mean to. I took it and I'm sorry. Okay. I thought it was neat. I just wanted to look at it, and I was gonna return it as soon as.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you?
I don't have it anymore. Okay.
Oh, yeah, obviously. You don't have a snail as big as you on your back, do you? You're not hiding it in your
I
pocket?
mean, he was real cool, but I had Dirk Crestford took it.
Ooh.
Bully, super mean. I mean, he's like one of those stupid teenagers, and he's got like real greasy, like bad acne. Thinks he can grow a beard, can't grow a beard. He's a dwarf.
I see.
Okay, where is this bull?
It's probably with his buddies down by the pier throwing rocks at the ships.
Oh, I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan at all.
You get away with it this time, but I'm watching you.
I'm smelling you.
At this point, the pigeon comes and swoops down on your.
Yes, Professor Scratticus. What have you
It's a-
learned? And I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
I will start stalking the pigeon.
It sort of drops just a regular snail in your palm.
Yes, I see.
I mean, this is the best I could come up with it in the short time. You asked
Right,
me for
no,
a
yes,
snail. I
of
brought
course.
you a snail, right?
I would never expect more of you. This is good work.
Thank you.
All
If you need more snails, you just let me know.
right. How's the wife? Good?
She's good. She's good. A little bit grouchy at me. I
Yeah.
spent a little bit too much time over at Betty's place.
I know.
Gives
how
me the
that
good
is.
seed. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I tell you. Hey, have a good one, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You too. Take her easy.
And I just like
Flies off.
Nexa!
I do a running leap.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Woo! With what do I even roll for this? Is it an unarmed attack? I don't even.
Sure. Why not?
Unarmed attack. Okay, +7.
Yeah.
Oh!
You catch that bird.
Nexa!
Scratticus!
And,
Excellent.
Gorgonzola, you can hear, hey, let me go.
Nixie,
Let me go, you crazy.
drop. Come on,
No.
Nexa.
None of you hear this. You hear coo 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 coo. But Gorgonzola, you hear no.
How is
This is
Betty
not how I wanted
casting
it to end.
command?
Yeah, I'd like if that's cool with everyone. I'd love to cast command.
Yeah, go for it.
Nixie, drop.
What am I after? What I have to roll for this? Or what is it?
It's a wisdom save.
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save versus DC 13 or drop. Oh, you ignore me.
But I am getting yelled at.
Yes.
So
You know that I've tried to command you.
yeah.
Nexa. You eat that bird, there's no castle.
I let it go.
I am so sorry. Sometimes she gets really excited.
Sort of
I'll
hops.
I'll send you some hazard pay. Take the next week off, man.
Ugh, toodaloo, suckers. See if I ever work for you again.
Yeah,
Birds flying.
man.
And I'll walk away.
Nice. You've got a direction. You've got a bunch of
Gorgonzola.
shitty teenagers that you want to deal with now.
Yes, I do. Gorgonzola, that wee bird there gave you any insight?
Yes, he gave me the biggest lead we've had all day. Snail.
I'm gonna reach out and take it.
Is that
Don't
the
you
snail
see?
we're looking for?
Is this? It's quite smaller than I was expecting.
No, the snail is a symbol. Something is afoot. It's a snail.
It had,
To the
Is
docks!
it a snail foot?
Nails don't,
don't
have
get it.
feet.
Yeah.
I
Snails
just-
have a foot.
Gorgonzola, you're wiser
Or
than
is
all
it
of us.
all
Thank you.
one foot?
Can I keep this?
Oh yeah, it's part of the pay.
Glad to be paid in snails. Yes. No, sort of.
It's not the first time
Put
I
it-
heard that.
No, I need to hear the story about not the first time you've been paid in snails, Gorgonzola.
Yeah, I'm so curious now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to recount that one.
So I'm gonna want another investigation check, please. Whoever wants to helm the investigation can either do it or they can have someone help them and make it with advantage.
Kitty.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, also, you have a disadvantage to use against us at your leisure, Pahnita.
Amazing. I will not use that yet.
Sorry,
There
what
we
was the
go,
check again?
seven.
Investigation.
Investigation, yes.
Oh, I'm not very good at that. Oh, yes, I am.
Betty knows all.
Better one thing.
I'll just,
Oh, Betty.
make circles around Snickle and Betty. Just back and forth.
It's Thunderfoot, thank you.
Easily enough. So Betty, you've actually heard of Dirk Crestforge. He is definitely the town bully, and you, without even
What's his name?
a moment's notice, I know exactly where he's going to hang out, and you lead the party to the edge of the docks, where there's a group of kind of rough-looking teenage kids, and they are they're standing there. They are just in the midst of throwing rocket ships, and one of them that seems to be a lookout spots the bunch of you walking with purpose towards them. Especially Gorgonzola, who is rushing towards them, and says, shit, let's get out of here. And they bolt. And that, I think, is where we're going to take a break, if that's okay.
Perfect. Okay, everyone, we're going to go and take a 5-minute break. We're going to stretch our legs and grab drinks and bios and all that good stuff. We will be right back and look forward to seeing you on our return. See you shortly. Do the same. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that break. We will be diving straight back into it. We are hunting a lost snail. This snail apparently grows ginormous and is incandescent, iridescent, one of the kind of descents.
Iridescent.
There we go. It's very pretty. Hand back over to you, Anita.
All right. So, last we left off, one of the kids spotted Gorgonzola and the rest of you walking towards them with a firm purpose. Yelled, "Let's get out of here!" And the kids are bolting. So yeah, we're going to do a skill challenge.
I chase.
Okay. Yeah, so make an athletics check.
Oh, I have a thing.
I
Wait,
would
okay.
like. Are we doing this in order or anything like that? or-
I have a
No
question.
particular order. I mean, we can go around if you like.
Then I would like, instead of athletics, really isn't Betty's thing, but I
No.
would like to give cast guidance.
All right.
My question is about the thing I just posted.
Oh,
If that applies or not, or if it's just we're doing athletics straight up.
no, definitely. Let's see. Let me just look at that chat real quick so that I can see it.
The field
Double your
agility
speed.
thing.
I will say still make an athletics check. They've got a little bit of a
Okay.
lead on you, and they've ran down a very narrow alleyway.
Ha. Okay, so my paws have a lot of fur in between them. So running on anything hard like stone or like tile takes me a few seconds to get up
you
the
gotta build
momentum.
up that
And I have
traction.
to so I run in place for a few seconds.
and then
before I get anywhere.
this incredible burst
And
of
then I-
speed.
As you like hold on second, as you like stutter for a second, can I just come and pat you with my guidance and be like, "Go on, dearie, you've got this," and you can roll a d4 to try and
Roll a
push that up
D4
to a
and add it.
12.
Okay. Let's see. A D4.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
So-
Bumped it up to a 12. That's perfect. Yeah, you think these kids have the lead, but your feline instincts kick in, especially after Betty sort of gives you this gentle pat on the back, and you feel like this little bit of a surge of extra energy. And all right, and you
I make a chirping attack noise.
Yeah, you bolt. You catch up a little bit to them. So is there anything that anyone would also like to do to assist in this chase, in this grand chase?
Gorgonzola is going to. He's very used to not being able to catch things, what with his stubby legs and all. So
Mhm.
he wants to try and see if he can predict where they're running to and try to cut them.
All right. Let's see. Make a survival check. Let's say that sounds fun.
12.
12. You're like, I know. They're gonna head down this alleyway, and you actually you bolt in the opposite direction and begin to start to cut them off at the pass. Thunderfoot, are you doing anything to assist, or?
So even though they've started running, do I still have kind of a clean, like, can I still see them?
You still have a good clean eye line, but that's not going to last for much longer. They're about to duck around a corner.
All right. I'd like to pick up about an orange-sized rock,
Okay.
and try and knock one of them with it.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Right.
And I would say make it with advantage.
Oh, sweet. Let's see, because I don't have.
I would say it would just be an unarmed strike, and then we'd use
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have unarmed strike right down on there.
Oh,
real quick.
that's
Give me
fair.
1 second.
That's fair.
And then, yeah, that did not work at all.
Would
Sorry,
you be,
That's
Anita,
all right.
would Thunderfoot be proficient with the rock?
Yeah, if I'm proficient with the rock, I'll just use a dagger instead. I mean,
Yeah.
not an actual dagger. I'm not going
Yeah.
to chuck a dagger at these
I
kids.
will allow for the improvised weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 21.
Yeah. You just sort of aim, sort of get a beat on this kid as he's running, and you know which one it is. It was described as a sort of a greasy-looking dwarf,
Mhm.
and you just sort of like you get a beat on it, and you almost throw the rock like in this sort of gentle arc, and for a second it doesn't seem like it's going to hit, and then as the kid is running, he runs straight into the rock, and falls to the ground flat on his back. Ugh!
Yeah,
Is
you
that
think
at
you
the-
could run from me, did you?
Is that at the end of the alleyway that Gorgonzola is
That is
standing
at
at?
the end of the alleyway that Gorgonzola is standing at. You are now standing over this prone dwarf.
Just jump on
Can I
top.
pounce on him?
Yeah, absolutely. The two of you grab this. The other kids are gone. They have got no
Nature
loyalty
will
to this
come
guy.
for the rest of you.
I'm going to slowly walk up then. There's no rush.
Yeah.
I'll also slowly walk up. This is much more my piece, this Mr. Thunderfoot.
I thought you'd like this, Betty. I've been shooting down ships since before these kids were even born, so it kind of felt good to see that pebble fly through the air again.
What
Still
does he
got it.
smell like?
What does he smell like?
Mm-hmm.
Salt spray, dirt, fish, and like a little bit of like mildew, like he hasn't really showered recently.
Mm.
And like real greasy skin, like a lot of acne, and like a really, really patchy beard.
Ooh.
It's just like starting to come in. It's like that real bad.
You think
beard.
just because you smell delicious, you can do whatever you want?
I prep a cat slap.
Let go of me! Let go! And, like the voice sort of cracks as he's yelling. God, what do you even want?
Where's the snail?
Snail. It's just the shell?
What?
It was just a stupid shell.
I pop out my claws.
Gah. Make an intimidation check.
Where'd my mouse go? Okay, intimidation.
I prefer the term murder mitten.
Ah, yes. Oh, why am I rolling so many 4s?
Can I tell
Come
he's
on, roll
lying
20.
about that?
The fours
I'm
is
too
with
cute to be I'm too cute to be intimidating.
Make
Murder mittens. I love it.
make a insight check.
Natural 20.
Woohoo!
Rights. The claws sort of like having problems like retracting them, like they just sort of
They get caught in the fur.
they got caught in the fur.
Mm.
And then you start licking.
Yeah. I'll sit back and just kind of try to detangle
Isn't
my
lying.
claws.
Doesn't really have anything to lie about. It was just a stupid shell. I was kind of cool, I guess, but then like, I don't know, I got bored with it. I threw it in the mines.
There was nothing inside the shell.
I don't know, it was kind of heavy, I guess.
You've got to be one of the dumbest kids I've ever seen.
Hey, screw you, man.
No. And I put my foot on his chest. No, screw you, boy. If I see you throwing rocks at ships again, I'm going to come beat you.
Make an intimidation check. With advantage.
Okay, yeah.
It's been 6 seconds. I'd like to guidance that as well, please. Can I guidance that? It's only a D4, but it might make it better than a 4.
Yeah. I would say the advantage is a 7, so yeah, roll the
What is
D4
with
for
all the
guidance.
4s?
I know. Get them out of the way now.
Can I exchange my D20 dice?
Put it in dice jail.
Yeah.
So I'm a little not rusty. I'm not good with roll 20. How do I roll a d4?
Slash
R.
roll.
Space 1d4.
Yeah.
I'll put it in Zoom chat for you as well.
You
got it.
Dip. It's still not great.
Yeah, awful.
I don't answer to you.
You're right, you don't. But it wasn't a threat, it was a promise.
The one who smells good tells no lies. Perhaps we should investigate these mines.
Do we know what mines they're talking about?
The abandoned one on the west edge of town, Drake's Nest, whatever the heck it's called. Make a history check. Thunderfoot, you've been here long.
Long enough.
Long enough.
I am not.
These
doing
rolls.
well. Yeah, I've been here a while, but I've been spending most of that time drinking. So,
Could I also hop on a check?
This is
here?
how we met.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, isn't
What
that
would you
where, isn't that where old Bernard used to work? No, I can't remember either.
Bernard. I don't think there ever was a Bernard here.
Oh no,
I
that
go?
might have been a fellow from my youth.
You know what? I think here's a better idea. You're gonna lead us to it. Or this one's gonna smell you again.
Make a persuasion check with it, or make an intimidation check with advantage.
Could I do persuasion? Because I'm actually really good with
Okay,
persuasion.
make persuasion with advantage. He's gonna
I'll
say,
try to look really cute. Just
Son of a... I mean,
Son
11's
candy.
fine, but...
"Can I?
Not terrible.
If I help you, if I show you where the mines are, will you let me go?"
I might let you live. I don't know. Depends. You see,
Right.
Betty here has heard you swear once, and I'm pretty sure she's ready to get the soap out.
I'm going to get out my rolling pin and start slapping it against my wrist.
Look here, you little man! I always knew you'd turn out to be no good. I've had enough of your language and your attitude. You lead us there right now, or I'll tell your father.
And I would like to try an intimidation check.
Yes, Betty. Yes. Save us.
God damn it!
What is
Oh!
happening? Good God.
I guess we have to murder this kid now. Nothing else worked.
Oh goodness.
God, people are so weird. And like, can I get up?
Depends. Are you going to take us to the mines?
Sure, whatever.
Do we have rope?
Yes, I have rope.
Yeah, we're going to tie this kid up.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
but it's my rope. Why do you want my rope?
We're going to tie this child up.
It's wrapped up in a big ball.
Oh, I asked you not to do this. I don't know how many
Squirming,
times we've gone
trying to
over this.
escape isn't working very well.
Nixie will
still.
go over and like hold him down,
Ah, God.
holding her ball of you. Does anybody else have any rope?
Okay, so I didn't check this Pahnita beforehand, but Anita, how does this sound? My pack would normally come with 50 feet of hemp and rope, right? But I was thinking, can I exchange that? And like, let's see, 3 cords per thread, 3 threads per cord, 6 times 5 is roughly 300 feet of knitting yarn.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, definitely. You've got enough knitting yarn to knit a straitjacket for this child. It'll take you some time.
I've only got some knitting yarn, dearie.
You have yarn? Why haven't we? She drops the rope and starts just.
No, you know
Thinking
how I
forward.
feel about that Nixie.
But
This is why we didn't tell
you
you.
have so much yarn. You just spare a few.
You know, once you get some gold, you could buy your own yarn.
But then it's not your yarn. And it's better when it's someone else's yarn.
Exactly, and by that logic, we'll use your rope. Thank you.
What? Yeah. So I can have some yarn?
Later,
God,
when we're
people
not
are
on the
so
job.
weird.
I will remember this for later.
Yes, you should, dearie.
Or I will
Gorgonzola gives
find
off
you in the
a-
night and I will absorb your soul.
Of course.
What? Nixie,
Gorgonzola
make an
will
intimidation
climb
check.
off of the child, but onto Thunderfoot's leg as he
Intimidation?
takes his leg off of the child.
Ah.
We can't intimidate this one. He's immune.
It's not gonna happen.
He's not immune.
Oh,
it's even worse.
I was talking to Betty.
Oh,
But like, as soon as the kid heard the words "absorb your soul," I would say you made that with advantage. And he's like, "Fine, I'll tell. It's this way," and just starts walking. But
Where
then
you
gets stopped
going?
by the
No,
rope.
we're tying you up now. No, you got a bad mouth. So not only we're going to tie you up, but we're going to tie up your mouth, and you're just going to walk forward, and then we're going to take you straight to your parents. You're going to apologize to them. Then we're going to take you to the playground. You're going to apologize to the children too.
yes, indeed. I didn't
Nixie's
realize you. For a man of your reputation, Mr. Thunderfoot, I didn't realize you were such an honorable person.
He was throwing rocks at ships.
I see.
After all that, he's going to go apologize to the ships.
The ships or the ship captains?
No, the ships themselves.
Of
The
course.
ship captains, as you well know, ship captains don't have feelings. Ships do.
Well, that. Yes, I've heard that.
Nixie's been muttering
It's everything
under
I've
her
ever
breath in
wanted.
Infernal.
Like,
I
you've
understand
got-
that's why you collect ships out on the seas, isn't it? You know, to look after their feelings, because the captains don't, right?
He sort of looks over at the sea like wistfully, and you can see a single tear go down his face. You're damn right.
When was the last time that you were at sea, Mr. Thunderfoot?
I don't remember. And that's the worst part about it. Is I can't remember the last time I was out at sea.
Oh
I
dear.
can't remember the last time I heard the siren song and saw the moon rise. And I can't remember the last time I killed a kraken, and I can't remember the last time I took down another ship and took all the gold they had. And all right, what are we talking about again?
I'm just gonna
Would you
cast
like a
resistance
cup of
on you,
mint
not for any
tea?
particular attack.
There you go. It's okay. Get it all out.
Gorgonzola's
did.
just gonna like shake his head to himself. You guys are weird.
Oh, I am the weird one.
Dirk is kind of standing there tied up. His mouth is sort of goes,
On you go, child.
I kick him in the keister. Move.
and leads you.
Are we just walking through town with this tied up kid?
You're walking through town with a tied up kid.
There's one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. One of the wardens sort of like gives you a look and it's like, everything all right here?
No, everything's fine. We're just teaching this jackass a lesson.
Oh, that's Dirk. He's a right pissant. Go ahead.
Don't be after this, I bet.
You're on guild business?
Yes.
Sure.
All right.
We are agents of the guild.
Well, we are, but this was just we're doing because we're concerned citizens.
It's for the greater good.
No, rightly so. Go ahead. Have at her.
I like how this kid, everybody hates him so much. They're just like, it's fine. Let him walk through town.
Yes,
hog
Dirk?
pie."
Ah, fuck that kid.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Greater good. The greater good.
The greater good. So yeah, you make your way to this mine. It is closed up, boarded, but not locked. Looks like it's abandoned. And yeah, you find your way there.
Gorgonzola's gonna get a running start and just try to break through the boards.
Gorgonzola, no!
Make a strength check, Gorgonzola.
Oh, this is going to go.
This is so funny.
Strike check. Yep.
Yeah.
Ah!
Poof.
Just like rebounds off.
Yeah, you fly at it with all of your gnomish might, which isn't much,
Nope.
and run headlong into the doors. And then one of the doors kind of goes.
Looks
And
like
opens
they're
slightly.
push doors, dearie. Pull doors, not
Defeated
push.
the door.
Gorgonzola, we talked about knobs. Do you remember how door handles work?
I thought you said that they were shitty people.
Yeah, that was true. I did tell you that. And you know what? Fair point.
And actually, as the door kind of creaks open, there's also a small piece of paper that comes down and lands in your lap, Gorgonzola.
Huh?
It says, due to infestation, the mine is closed until further notice.
Hmm. Interesting.
Is it a
So-
piece of paper?
It says that the mine is closed for investigation.
Okay.
I've got one.
Infestation.
I've got one. It's a good one. What's a minor inconvenience?
Dirk.
No, infestation. Because you see, it's inconveniencing the miners.
Betty, that's a great one. Betty.
Yes,
Betty.
there we go. Yeah.
That wasn't
Absolutely
funny.
I'll
fantastic.
tell the girls later around tea.
Gorgonzola, shut
I
up, or
snatched
she's going to keep
paper.
trying. Will be
I'll
here
snatch
all
the
day.
paper.
Dirk's
Yeah.
kind of,
Tied up still.
yeah,
Dirk,
turned up, gagged.
Dirk. Tara is thinking, Dirk, what were you doing over here? You know this place is closed. Why throw the snail thing in here? Have you gone in here?
No, because it's got weird shit in it, and like,
You
it's
swear
not-
again, and I swear by all that is holy. I swear by the sirens of the sea. I swear by the deep Ceres herself. I will get Betty soap, and I will gag you with the soap next time.
I think I'd like to burn a spell slot on this. I'm gonna say language and cast command again.
Okay. Sorry, it's full of weird stuff. Like you can hear some chanting down there on like weird nights. Like honestly, door has never been opened before. That shouldn't be. It was like boarded up and there was a lock on it.
And you took the lock off.
No. I just I took the shell and then I threw it down the thing and I could hear like the echo. And it was kind of cool, right?
Gorgonzola opens the door. Echo!
Echo, echo, echo.
And,
Nixie's very freaked out. She's like chomping on the edge of the paper. Ooh.
All right. You took us here, and I'll untie Dirt. And be like, we're coming to find you later today, maybe tomorrow. You're gonna come with us and apologize to everyone you've been a jerk to. You can do this easily, of your own volition, or we can tie you up. And Betty can do that whole thing where she makes it where you can't swear anymore.
Oh, okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Thank you.
On brand for today. On brand. These rolls are amazing. Are you sure that this is on a 20?
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
When roll 20 is so bad, you have to question if you're using the right size dice.
Right?
Right?
It's fine. He doesn't have to believe me. I'm gonna find him.
I wish I could exchange the
Whatever.
online
Just
dice.
let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go, dude.
I untie him. Scaddle.
It bolts. He's gone. Catch me if you can, suckers!
Nixie
And-
starts turning
and-
toward him.
The doors to the mine are open. And there is just a elevator shaft that goes straight down. The shaft is at the top level. Or actually, it's not. It's down at the bottom. You can see the ropes in the pulley system leading down. But there's like a small lever that you can use to start the mechanics if you like.
I don't think I can jump that. That is a
And you
long-
heard the echo, and it sounded like it was a good echo.
I can climb if we need to. Do we
Will
need-
you be my faithful steed?
No.
Oh,
Will you be his unfaithful steed?
That's. I feel like if I answer this, it's a trap. Because if I say no, he's gonna mess up my hair.
I will mess up your hair. That's fair. I guess we should probably try the lever first before we.
Probably.
Yeah, Gorgonzola, as I assumed as soon as you saw levers and pulleys and switches and buttons, you would have just been doing your thing.
Machinery is kind of.
Not as exciting.
Yeah. I like natural chaos.
I see. My apologies. So I'll go over and pull whatever looks like the biggest lever.
And you hear a, and then you can sort of hear like this sort of little bit of a mechanical whirring as the rope begins to move, and the shaft begins to make its way up, or the elevator shaft begins to make its way up.
Nixie
And
is
it's
very
very rough hewn. It's impressive that the mechanics are actually able to make it go up as quickly as it does, but it's kind of rickety. Yeah, it's just a small platform and just like very basic, just a wooden frame around it.
Gorgonzola will take out these two very thin, whittled clubs that are like whittled down to just be batons. And just hold them at his side.
Yeah, and you all stand on the platform, and it kind of gives a little bit of a sway.
Gorgonzola resists the urge to jump up and down.
And who pulls the lever?
Pull it again.
Nixie's like in the middle of the
There's like a
platform,
little bit of a
very-
lurch, and it begins to descend into the darkness.
Next stop, menswear, arcane knowledge, hail.
And yeah, so you make your way descending into the darkness.
It's been a long time since I've seen with dark vision. Oh.
It takes a little bit longer than you anticipate, and it finally reaches the bottom level. There's like a little bit of a halting sensation as the elevator stops, and there is a tunnel that opens up before you.
Nixie does that thing where like cats are like very kind of freaked out and just like slowly
You got that slink?
got the
Go on.
slink. Just she's not very balance oriented. She's just like gets off the platform. I don't like that. It's not fun.
No. And yeah, it opens up into a tunnel. There are faintly ever-burning torches. They're sort of on either side of the wall, and then the tunnel continues off into darkness. What do you do?
I want to smell.
Make a perception check, Gorgonzola.
Slime, escargot.
Cats, apparently.
See, please.
No, that's mine.
I was like, huh?
You said perception. 9.
You can smell like wet earth and like the faint dripping of maybe water further down the tunnel. But you don't.
There's dirt around us.
Yeah, there's a lot of dirt you can smell.
I'm gonna light a torch because I can't see.
Can't see. And it make a perception check, Thunderfoot.
Fantastic. Not fantastic.
Oh.
Not even close.
Wow.
Goodness
Every
gracious.
time, every time.
Oh goodness.
This is so good. Yeah. So it's the torch sort of sputters to life, and you can sort of hear like the faint crackling, and you move further on into the darkness. You don't really see or hear anything out of the ordinary. It just looks like a regular mine. You can sort of hear that faint water dripping off in the distance.
Hang on a minute. Let me change my glasses. I'm gonna dive into my purse. I'm gonna put away my reading glasses and put on my jam jar glasses.
Are your reading glasses on like one of those necklaces?
Well, they would be, yes, but I'm gonna take them off, put them in the purse, and then switch over. Can I also make a perception check with fresh glasses on?
Absolutely. I will say make that perception check with advantage.
Oh
Jam.
I'll be kind. I will be kind this day.
no! A 14.
That's persuasion.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
persuasion.
persuasion.
Whoops.
You need different glasses.
Perception is just +1, so 15.
15. Okay. Easily enough. You can
I
sort of
daren't
hear
roll
off.
again.
You can hear off in the distance. There's like this sort of faint chanting sound.
Ooh, that was a.
And on the ground, actually, as soon as Thunderfoot lit the torch, you can see almost there's this faint sort of shimmering, sparkling glass on the ground
Ooh.
that leads in a
Do
straight
they
trail.
look like a bunch of little tiny, like,
It's almost like
uh,
perfectly smooth.
I was gonna say, do they look like little laser pointer lights?
Yeah, it kind of shimmers a little bit. And once Betty points this out, you can sort of see it. It's like it's very distracting. It's very pretty, but it like it's almost like there's a path of this this shimmering sort of glass.
I have to get them. They're my mortal enemy. Those shiny
The
things.
shiny things. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're everywhere. And
follow
as
down the
the torch goes, you can see that they start lighting up along the path too. So you go that direction.
Oh I'm walking in front.
Nice. So what is the marching order here? Nixie up front.
Yeah. I am going to be stalking, so I will be stealthy.
Okay, definitely.
I gotta get all of them.
I would like you to make a stealth check, please.
Okay.
Gorgon's
did
always
my-
probably right behind her doing the same.
Stealth check. Come on, character sheet. You can do it.
Oh, nice.
Yes, finally.
Yes.
Finally, some good rolls. Gordon Ramsay meme.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Raiders. That's 2 Raiders in the last 15 minutes. Welcome in,
Yes.
everyone. Please check our content warning and welcome. We are currently entering an infested mine looking for a lost snail.
Yep.
Yes, I said that.
You said this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you almost disappear into the darkness, chasing after these faint, sparkling bits of glittering lights that continue as Thunderfoot is behind you with the torch. So I'm guessing the order is Nixie, Thunderfoot, and next.
No, I think actually
Or-
I'd probably be taking at the rear.
Okay, so the torch is at the far end.
Yeah.
We have a second hype train running. The hype train is another way y'all in chat can interact with us. At different levels, we give different rewards. Level 1, everyone gets 2 advantages. And at level 2, the DM gets 8 disadvantages. Level 3, we all get 2 natural 20s. Level 4, we draw from the deck of many. Level 5, all of those things happen simultaneously rather than just one. So thank you very much for coming in. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for getting that hype train going. I look forward to seeing what comes out. It's 69% of level 1. Nice.
Nice.
Second time today as well. Nice.
Yeah, nice. So Nixie's in front. Gorgonzola, where are you in the marching order?
I'm probably behind Nixie.
Behind Nixie.
So
And then you're Betty. You're in front of Thunderfoot.
Yes, that'll be fine.
All right. So, and Nixie's almost disappeared into the blackness up ahead. But yes, further up, you can almost hear this faint chanting, and you can see what looks like smell smoke, and can see this faint, even this faint sort of crackling of firelight further on in.
I'll pause in my attack. Pause.
Pause.
That was unintentional. Of my attack of the lights as stuff starts to appear further up.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
You can sort of make a perception check, Nixie.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sort of begin as you continue on through. You can almost see further on down at the end of the hall, there's this faint crackling of firelight. You can actually smell the smoke, which there shouldn't be a fire underground. Who lit a fire underground? And you can almost see these faint shadows passing in front of the firelight.
I did, and I've got it on a stick.
That's fair. But this is actually like a bonfire-sized fire.
Okay, all right.
it's Gorgonzola.
Who's right behind me?
Gorgonzola is right behind you.
That's very
I'm gonna-
dangerous.
I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna scout ahead, I guess, or I'm gonna try to creep closer, real quick. Stay here, slunk,
Slunk.
and I slunk forward.
Level 1 complete. That's 2 advantages. If we hit the next level in the next 3.5 minutes, we'll convert that to giving Pahnita 8 disadvantages. Not that Pahnita needs that today, but you know.
I
it's
mean, the way that the rolls have been going, I can't really complain.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way, and there's it sort of bends around a corner a little bit, and you can see that there's near the end of this tunnel, there is another passageway off to the right, and then there's where that faint firelight was coming from. You can hear that dripping water again, but it's almost grown into a little bit of just like the gentle lapping of waves, like there might be some sort of underground stream or river down the hallway that's to your left. And then down the right, there's that faint firelight. You can see the shadows passing in front of it. And they look very tall in this firelight.
I'll just slunk as close as I can, stealthy.
Make another stealth check for me, please.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Big money, no whammies. Okay, I'll take it.
And
I do the thing where the cats kind of melt into the floor.
plus. Hold on.
Black cat.
You are lucky this day.
Oh, thank God.
You are not they don't seem to notice your approach.
No one sees my eyes in the darkness.
Yeah, there's that reflective off the firelight, and you can see that there's the shadows made them look quite tall, but they're actually pretty short, about gnomish size, and they all look about the same, like almost weirdly identical. They look, they've got this sort of bluish skin that you can see in the firelight. They all sort of have like this sort of horseshoe bald spot on the top, and white sort of tufts of hair around it. They're all dressed in like similar, very loose, kind of tattered rags around them. There are several of them, all sort of crouched around. There's the fire, and then off in the distance, you can see this faint sort of glimmer of this iridescent sparkle.
I will slunk my way back to the party. Vanish into the darkness.
What did you see?
All right.
Look with your special eyes. I will tell them what I saw. So, saw a bunch of identical blue small people. I think they were gnomes. They had weird hair. And I think I saw the snail. If it's in the distance, I mean, it was shiny, so I definitely saw it. Or something shiny.
Locate plants and animals.
Also, Nixie, you could hear the faint bit of chatter. What languages do you speak?
I speak common, undercommon, infernal, and abyssal.
Yeah, you could hear the faint mutterings of abyssal. You couldn't quite make out what they were saying, but it was definitely
really?
abyssal.
Oh wow, I didn't know if that would be useful.
Perfect.
Who knew?
You know, they have to sell the souls that they absorb to somebody.
I want to cast locate animals
Okay.
and see if I feel the presence of an iridescent snail of staggering size.
I'll tell them about the abyssal I heard.
Thank you very
Hardly-
much for that hype train, everyone. We hit level 1. I've updated everyone's overlay. We all have free advantages to use, so we can be a little more fast and loose with our advantages, and maybe score above a 10 a few times.
As a note, I was gifted a natural 20, not an advantage.
Oh, wait.
So I have 2 advantages.
Yeah, you have a free, in fact. You get 2 advantages from the hype train, plus any that you already had.
Yeah, and what I got earlier was a natural 20, not an advantage.
And
Awesome.
I had gifted one, right? So I have.
Yeah, I think everyone had everyone
Yeah.
had at least one advantage.
Gotcha.
So everyone
yeah.
has 3 advantages, minimum.
You do not, in fact, sense the presence of. Well, actually, you do. You sense smaller snail presences, but not a massive one. Weirdly enough.
Feeling in there. But I also do want to hit things with my sticks.
Did they look strong?
Did they look strong?
Yeah.
I asked my memory.
Make a retroactive insight check.
Okay. I mean, like,
Why not?
we're small.
They were small.
Yeah, but
Uh,
small
insight
doesn't
check?
mean weak.
True.
Retroactive Insight was the name of my band in high school.
It's a good band name.
It's a good band name, yeah.
They didn't seem very strong. They seemed pretty, almost a little bit leaner of body.
They didn't really look strong.
Aye, but so what do we want to do here?
Answers. I will demand them.
We're gonna play good cop, weird cop again.
I'll
More
stalk them out of
apples.
the darkness.
I also wish to steal their fire.
Okay, yeah.
By
that
fire, do you
checks.
mean souls?
We should probably be a little bit careful. It's very dangerous having a fire underground.
I agree. You know what we should
Yes.
do is pretend to be the fire warden. Tell them they can't have that here. They need to go.
And then pour out their drinks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is not a lawful gathering, so we need to come on.
Fire is destruction.
Yeah, but aren't you full of fire?
Exactly. And I want
That tracks. You know what? Fair point. Ask dumb questions.
Excuse me, gentle folk.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's
Oh,
gonna
God,
do
here we
this
go.
now.
Let's do this.
I
All
take
right.
a swig of my mint tea.
I am Gorgonzola, the nature's flame.
And I slunk into the shadows.
I look at Betty and say,
You approach. You walk, and they all sort of
Yes.
look up from their fire. There are 6 of them, and then there's one that's sort of standing on a pedestal, and you can actually see in the distance that there is a snail shell, and it is quite large. It has gone from the size of the cat to probably about the size of 2 of you. It is
So
quite big.
from the size of a cat to the size
Size of
Of
2
a-
cats.
a cat.
About the size of,
Or-
let's say it's about the size of a small compact car at this point.
Okay.
"That's a big snail."
It is.
Firstly,
a big-
I would like to congratulate you on the girth and height of your flame. It is well done. Secondly, I must demand the snail back, for I am contracted.
Can I slunk into the shadows?
And you can hear them sort of confer with each other in this abyssal tongue. Nixie, make a stealth check for me, please.
I forgot to say advantage. Okay, never mind.
Oh, that's fine.
I always have to remember to call it out.
I'll allow it. You've got so many advantages you need to use up. I will say you can definitely
Dope.
use that too.
Kale, yeah.
Snail, yeah.
Snail
You,
kill, yeah.
You disappear without a trace, but you can hear the voices. They start talking to Gorgonzola in a language that none of you understand, but Nixie, you do, or anyone else that speaks Abyssal would understand. They say, "What's this guy doing here? Is he here for the sacrifice?" And then one of them yells, "Hey, boss! Some weird people here to see you." And climbing up from underneath from next to the giant snail is one that's slightly taller than the rest of them. They all look identical, weirdly enough, but there is one that stands slightly about maybe an inch taller. But you can tell that gives him a place of status in this band. Sort of looks and says, "Who are you to invade our sanctum?"
Do you say this in common?
Yeah, speak some comments.
As I previously mentioned, I am Gorgonzola, the nature's flame, and I am here to claim my bounty. Bequeath him to me.
No bounties here, only our sacrifice.
Wait. Gorgonzola's genuinely confused for a good second. The snail.
Yes, the offering to Raxavort.
Yeah, I'll step out of the shadows and or like out of the little tunnel. No, No.
We're just about to start the ritual.
This whole place is closed down, condemned. You can't be here.
This is our home. We take what is ours from the above.
This is not a home. There's no. Where's your silverware?
We don't need silverware.
You don't need silverware. You don't need cutlery of any kind. Where's your beds?
Over there.
Where's your footlocker?
Where's your silverware?
It's in a strip mall down the street.
And then
See, you've got a big snail there, but that's here's our problem. That snail, it don't belong to you. It was taken away and it was thrown down here by accident.
It was a gift.
It wasn't a gift. It was
Raxavort.
No, I can bring you to the person who threw it down here, and you can take him and sacrifice him if you'd like. But we can't be doing this. This is no good.
I've had enough of you. Get him.
Oh.
Like everyone to roll initiative.
Okay, I was waiting for him to be done talking. Is there any way to use while they're talking as a distraction to circle around?
Absolutely,
or
you
is the
can do
tunnel
that.
like too?
So it does sort of go into a little bit more of an open area.
Okay. Because I wanted to try to sneak while they're like around the edge while they're talking. If you.
Yeah, you can definitely sneak around.
Okay.
You've got all the time in the world, and none of them see you. None of them could even roll high enough to spot you.
Okay.
You are the shadow in this moment.
I am the knight.
We don't
Catman.
have a Hildy command anymore.
Oh, the Hildy.
The hell, dude?
Okay.
Hilda.
So 2 on initiative.
Initiative.
Yep. I'm looking at that right now.
Woohoo!
Woo! Nixie.
I'm glad we're going so quickly so that we can fail even quicker. These rolls, good rolls.
Right, these are when the good rolls pop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? Don't jinx
yeah.
it. Knock on wood.
Oh, I'm good at this. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
-1. I love it.
But you rolled higher than Gorgonzola, so. All right, now let's. There are 5 of them and the speaker, so I will just roll 1 group initiative. All right. And they have higher initiative than Betty, so they will go first.
Ooh.
Just a little sad, Betty. All right. So with that.
I love
The slide whistle in this song that gets me. Anyways, so we will go to the top of the order with Nixie. What are you doing?
I would like to start with free action pouncing, pre-pounce butt wiggle.
Yeah, that is definitely free action.
And then I will go ahead and attack out of the darkness to the closest Smurf person.
Smurf person. Yep.
I'm literally, when you were describing them, I'm like, Smurf?
They kind of do look a little
that's what it
Smurfish,
is in
yes.
my brain now. So, yeah, I think okay, so I'm going to use, where did my, there it is. I will run forward to the closest one and I guess do a monk unarmed attack. And then for key, I guess I just use it. Do I use that in addition to my unarmed attack?
So when you do your unarmed strike, you can use a key point to do a flurry of blows. Or there are
that's
other
what
things.
I wanted to do, flurry of blows.
So you'll roll your first monk attack, and then you can spend a key point after to do a second monk attack. I think it's pop, and then you can do a flurry of blows for or third level, I think you only get the one attack. But yes, you can use a key point to do your flurry of blows. So that'll
Right, I
be
was about to say, I
attacks.
think I only have one attack right now. So yeah, I will do... Wait, I only have one attack, and then Flurry of Blows is another attack? Yeah. Sorry, my brain is...
It's all right.
Ah. Okay, so yeah, I did that, and then I'll roll again for the Flurry of Blows. So a 15 and a 13.
Both hit.
Dope. And because I have cat claws, I deal slashing damage equal to 1d4 plus my strength modifier instead of bludgeoning damage normal for an unarmed strike. So does that add to the damage I do as a unarmed strike with my...
Yes, it does.
Dope. So I'll roll that in a second. So 7 for the first one. And I don't know why I rolled.
That's
6 for the second. And then
one of them just crumples to the ground. They're a lot weaker than you thought they were.
oh, is there a near one that I can...
Yeah, you can just
Or
there's
was
two right
this-
next to each other. You can do just a sort of spinning back fist and take out the other one if you like. I'll keep the same rules.
The 1d4 is for my claw damage.
Okay.
I have 0 strength, so...
And then the other one just sort of takes the hit.
And
So.
I think that's what I got. Yeah.
Okay, that's your turn. That brings us to Thunderfoot. You are next, and then they are going to attack.
It's gonna jam out for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
This is great.
It's good music. I
It's
like
good.
this one.
It's yeah, I'm going to he's gonna take the torch and chuck it, just sort of throw it general direction of the snail, not actually trying to do anything.
Okay.
And then do I have a clear path to the speaker?
Yeah, fairly clear. It's probably about 30 feet from you.
Okay, so I can't quite make that, but I can use a bonus action to take, because I'm a rogue, the dash action. So I'll up to them, and then let's see. I'm going to use one of my advantages.
Okay, go for it.
To make an attack roll, which will allow me to use my sneak attack.
I will allow it. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sweet. So we're going to make this short sword attack. Does 15 hit?
15 does hit. Yeah, go for it.
Both 15. And then there's my sneak attack.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't do damage. Hold on.
Crumples and all of them just sort of gasp in horror.
Did it do damage?
Oh, to
gotta
roll
click the
damage,
word.
you want to
Yeah.
click on where the output is. You want to click on the word short sword.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Should highlight red when you.
I think. No, that's
No,
not
that's
right.
not-
So
roll.
where that.
Let me
matches-
try. I'm
there
just
it
going to
is.
keep
There
we
it
keep
Waste
clicking
that.
things until it happens.
Yeah,
So
we
that's
can
14 damage grand total.
Okay. Yeah, the speaker crumples and all of them gasp in terror.
I told you couldn't be here. You don't have a permit for this snail.
Okay, and it's their turn. They are going to use their actions and their movement. They're going to use their actions to disengage, and they are going to use their movement to bolt down the hallway towards that rushing water.
Nature will come for you.
And that is going to be all of their turns.
I totally just realized that I do get an attack as a bonus action.
Oh, nice.
I got-
Okay. Keep it in mind for next
Yes, for the
time.
future.
Yep, absolutely. And so that's the end of Gorkin's, or for Thunderfoot's turn. They all ran away, and we are up to Betty.
And would you say that they are fleeing in fright?
They are definitely fleeing in fright.
So as they begin to flee, I'm going to say, "Wait a minute! You've got some explaining to do!" I'm going to cast Calm Emotions, because one of the effects of Calm Emotions is to stop them, stop the effect of them being frightened.
Okay. Yeah. So they all sort of stop in the tracks, and they look back at you.
That's more like it.
I'm gonna calmly
We're
potter up to them as if they're just naughty teenagers.
Okay.
We're just
and
an older lady and her cat.
That's Betty's turn. I love it. And we are at Gorgonzola.
Anarchy! And Gorgonzola's gonna take both of the clubs and start rubbing them together. And I am going to spend one of my wild shapes to summon my wildfire spirit. Which I imagine
Yeah, you
sort of
are.
like crawls out of the bonfire.
Yes. Fun fact, they can
That's
hover.
Gorgonzola's entire turn.
Okay. And from Thunderfoot, from where the speaker was, where you had taken him down, you can sort of feel this slight rumbling as the snail that is next to you begins to emerge from its shell.
Nice.
And that's going to be Mortimer's turn. And we're back to the top of the order with Nixie.
I think you're muted.
You're mute.
Thank you. My leg hit it. Where am I compared to the snail?
You are probably about. Did you follow right up behind Gorgonzola, or no? You had sort of whipped around the one side to sort of take a couple of them
Mhm.
down, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're about 20 feet away from Mortimer. You could make it there on your turn.
Oh, okay. I was in my brain. I'm like, I really hope I'm not right next to it. Well, she doesn't want to go toward the water,
Doesn't like water.
and there's a very big snail.
There's a very big snail, and it is looking at Thunderfoot right now. And you can sort of see like this sort of weird snail mouth, kind of like a series of tendrils that sort of. And there are there are 6 sort of. It ends with 6 almost. They look like flails at the end of each of the tendrils,
Her hair will bristle.
and a weird
And-
tentacle mouth that sort of like is looking at Thunderfoot intently.
She's gonna point it out to Thunderfoot and hold her action
Yeah, no, I see it.
to attack. Cause we have to get the snail back. But I don't like that snail. It's giving me bad vibes. And Betty looks like she's got them scolded. So she's gonna hold her action to attack in case something is like threatening.
Threatening. Okay, so you've readied an action. That's your turn. Thunderfoot, it is now your turn, and there's this very large snail.
Nice. Tyson or Mackerel.
Mortimer.
Steve?
Morty. Yeah, it's a good. I'm gonna try and I don't know. Calm the snail.
Make an animal handling check.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
sun's getting real low.
Yeah.
Hey, big guy. I would say
Ooh.
you have something in you. Oh,
I
Oh,
am
the
good with
cherries.
snails. It's because I have the snail in my pocket. I've been
It's-
practicing.
it's because not only do you have the snail in the
smell
pocket,
like
but
cherry.
it sort of turns at you, and it sort of like it gives. It's kind of hard to tell where it's looking, but you can see that its focus is directly on you, and it's almost looking down at your satchel.
Yes, I want to hand it some cherries. I totally forgot. I should have written that down. Yeah, I just like grab a handful of cherries and just sort of like.
And it almost envelops your hand for a second. And where
This is fine.
where the and then retracts, and where it had taken the cherries, your hand is now covered in this
Gross.
beautiful glistening glass.
Like solid or liquid?
It's kind of solid, but if you like close your hand, it sort of chips off.
Oh,
That's
it's like
very-
sticking in your hand in like one of those wax things, and you like, and it all like crumbles
Yeah,
off.
it kind of crackles. But yeah, it's very beautiful. It's like solid glass. But it was not quite firm enough, so you were able to sort of shatter it off.
Yeah,
Ooh, like sugar glass.
Mesopheles
sugar
or
glass.
whatever. Let's I guess I'll start kind of almost leading it a little bit, like
Okay.
use my action or my movement to lead it. Is it too big to get in the path?
No, it'll probably fit out. It might be a little bit difficult getting it back up the elevator.
It's a snail. It'll
Can
climb,
it
I guess.
climb the wall?
So, Betty, the little blue fellows are sort of standing there.
Right. Now
Looking at
I know how it is. You're young and you're joining cults and things, but don't. You shouldn't do this. Now, if you go and take up a profession, that would be a much better use of your time. So, look here. Take one of these. I'm gonna start producing toffees and hand out some toffees to all of them. I'm gonna cast bless on them. Bless you. Go on now. Go and find yourselves a decent job. Go on. Get out of here.
have
One
the
of them looks at the
candies?
other and says something. Nixie, you can pick it up as. What is she saying? I don't know, but she's giving us things. Let's just get out of here. And they're gonna sort of like wander off as like making as like a slow of a retreat as they can before they bolt into where the rushing water was coming from.
Does Betty have those candies that are like wrapped and like look like little strawberries? You know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
yeah, she totally has those.
She has like, I think she has. Do you have Werther's originals over there?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely what she's got. Definitely.
we have them, but we don't talk about them. No one likes them.
Yeah.
Really? They like just
Yeah.
remind me of grandparents over here. There's nothing
Yeah.
but happiness associated
Yeah.
with them.
Like that's what, like the one thing that my grandma would always give me was like Werther's original.
Strawberry
Yeah.
candies.
Yeah, or the
Yeah.
strawberry candies.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
was always
strawberry
strawberry candy.
I'm not familiar with the strawberry candies.
Okay.
They're like Werther's originals, only good.
I'll find a picture.
Okay, next convention, I need one of y'all to hit me up with some of these good Werther's originals candies.
Oh yes.
Got you. So we are down to Gorgonzola.
The Gorgonzola. Is there anything flammable in the chamber that they're standing?
There's actually there is a pile of just a mishmash of things. You can see that there's it looks like some stolen satchels, a barrel of some apples. There's a boot. There's this, and you can sort of see now in this firelight off to the side from where Mortimer was. There is this almost looks like a treasure hoard of just
Gorzola's
things
gonna
that they've stolen.
jump onto the back of the wildfire spirit and burn everything that it may possibly be. Just like rolling around on stuff.
Okay.
Fire
Yeah.
seed.
Cackling
Kind of
over.
starts to smell
Fire
like there's some there's like a
Oh,
smoked ham
no.
in there that's starting to burn. It kind of smells like burnt ham. And like everything just sort of lights up in this pile of things. And yeah, that's your turn. Okay. And it is now Mortimer's turn. Mortimer sort of like bends down and just sort of like sniffs at the satchel of cherries. What do you do? You're gonna hand
More.
just more cherries,
Yeah, I'm
and you're gonna start leading.
just backwards, just slowly but surely,
Yeah.
like throwing. I'm not letting my hand go in its orifice again. I'm just gonna throw it a cherry.
Props for that word use.
So yeah, it moved. Mortimer moves very very slowly.
Okay, good. That's fine.
And-
I can handle that.
It would be more unsettling if he went really fast.
Only not a turbo snail, no. Very slow snail. And is moving about 10 feet per round with you, following the trail of cherries that you are leaving behind. And as it moves along the ground, you can see that there is this trail of this beautiful, beautiful glass.
Somebody start picking that up. It's going to be worth a lot of money.
Oh, I can't.
Or someone come take the cherries. I don't care.
You can't do
Uh,
that,
Nixie,
dearie,
it is
it's
now your turn.
infested.
Okay. I guess now seeing there's not any danger,
Yeah,
really.
there is no immediate danger.
She doesn't like being by the fire. She's gonna avoid that, but doesn't like the snail. So she's gonna follow at a tentative pace, probably staying very near Betty. With her hair all sticky uppy.
Okay.
And spazzy looking. Yeah, she's gonna start following.
Yeah, so you make your way to the elevator. The small blue things have, you can see the last of them hop on this like sort of rickety looking boat, and they're heading down an underground river far away from you.
Oh yeah, not going near that at all.
Yeah, Gorgonzola, as you finish burning this pyre, you see that there are a couple items that are left. There is a fan that is somehow unburned. There is that one boot is still fine for some reason. And there are a couple gems.
These things resist the flame.
You do resist the flame.
Good work, Kopshay. Imagine I'll just like spend my action just gathering things up.
Gathering
chasing
things up? Okay. So yeah, you have gathered a small fortune of gems. This one boot that seems to be magical. And anything that was flammable is gone. It's burned to cinder. But there is that, and there is this beautiful looking fan that you sort of clack in your hand.
I will turn, wave it at Kopshay to like make him burn brighter.
Yeah. And as you whip the fan out, there's this large gust of wind that pushes your fire spirit backwards
Well,
against a wall.
I think Betty clack closed. Onward to Snail.
You make your way out of the dungeon. You've solved my snail puzzle. And
I imagine there's just like an hour or two of just I'm dangling a cherry over it while riding on the back of it,
Yeah.
just slowly climbing the wall.
I'd also imagine that
Well,
the
my-
mine is just like puking smoke after
Oh no.
torture things.
yeah, so there's this large cloud of black smoke that follows you out of the. It's a little bit difficult to get Mortimer out. One of you goes up with, and then the others follow. Send the cart back down. The others follow back up.
Yeah, Nixie is just clawed onto the cart while it moves. Just
And
thoroughly freaked out.
you come back to the bright light of day. It's probably later in the afternoon, probably a little bit closer to sunset, after all your investigating and fun was had. And you return with a very large Mortimer to an overjoyed Louisa. You found him! You found him! And she runs up and she gives Mortimer a big hug, and like these weird flail tendrils almost like enrobe her in this hug. And Philippa sort of comes out of the shop and goes, "Oh." And you see a smile creep across her face. Yeah,
The cuckoo never gives a bad hint.
there's that same guard that you passed by when you were carrying,
Yes.
says, "Guilds," and sort of turns and goes the other direction. She's like, "I don't get paid enough for this."
Picturing the guards from like Monty Python when they're like standing outside the wedding, just like someone runs past, just looking at them.
I don't get paid enough for this.
What was that about?
And Philippa says, "Thank you. That was amazing. And you worked fast. And oh my God, he's huge."
Yep, he's probably going to get bigger too.
But he does secrete some very nice colored stuff. You might be able to use that maybe.
Oh. And she sort of looks and she examines the glass. Yeah. Thank you.
Does it reflect light onto the ground while she moves it?
Yeah, there's actually like this small little pattern of light that sort of flickers across the ground.
Start chasing it.
I am a woman of my word. Betty, I will get to your pots right away. No problems there.
Well, I was wondering.
Mr. Thunderfoot, you said you would like the gold, correct?
You know, I've been thinking. And you know, having an eye patch made of this glass or made with it, I think that would pretty much make me a legend, you know. Maybe we could eventually even work up to building a boat out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The red crystalline death going across the ocean, just straight up. I mean, defending this great city. That's exactly, yes. If we can.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I
Crimson
don't.
weave.
We
Yes.
can probably make some sort of arrangement. I can definitely give you all the glass you need. That would be amazing. Yes. And Mr. Gorgonzola, was it?
Show me to your soot pits, pretty woman.
All right. And Nixie, you receive a bag of 10 gold.
I look toward Thunderfoot.
Yes. We'll build
Castle?
your castle. Yes,
And
we'll build your castle. Well, you're gonna think it's a castle. It's fine.
Gorgonzola,
tea-
you were led.
Takes
Sorry.
out a mint leaf and
Gorgonzola, you were led to
on
the
it.
back, to the forge room, and there is actually a pile of soot that you are allowed to bathe in.
I will absolutely fall asleep.
You live here now. This is your life.
Soot boy.
And with that, adventurers, I think we will call this session to a close.
Hey!
Hey!
Could I have
How about a
brief-
hand for that DM?
Yeah,
Ah,
very good.
Oh.
Amazing.
Could I
this
have
whole
a
thing.
brief moment with a little girl?
Yeah, absolutely. Louisa sort of comes up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like walk up to her and say, "I told you." I also, and I'll pull out the small snail. Got him a friend.
I'm gonna put him in a jar.
Yeah.
With
And
some
also,
grass.
the next time any of those kids say anything to you, just come talk to me, and I'll beat the ever-loving daylights out of them.
I'll take you up on that. Also, I've got a giant snail.
Yeah, but he can't throw rocks like I can.
All right.
Also, you keep that snail away from me.
Oh, okay. And she runs off, and her and Mortimer, Mortimer follows her into the backyard of their little house. And yeah, so we'll call the session to a close there.
Thank you.
Love like just the final cutaway, like Betty talking to Mitchum.
So are you thinking about starting doing glass blowing jobs?
Well, you know, I don't really, not really my thing, but you know, yeah.
Fade the dark. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Pahnita. You were amazing. This was great.
Aw,
That was so fun.
Yes.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourselves.
So
To give
we're
the
gonna.
confiscated cat toys back.
Yeah, so here's how this section of the stream works. We're going to talk about our sponsors. We're going to go around and say goodbye to everyone. Then we're going to take 15, 20, 25 minutes to set up the next scene. And then we'll be aiming to go live around 7 with an interview. That interview will be about blindness, accessibility of blindness and partially sighted people in the TTRPG community, or creating blind spots in TTRPGs. So let's fly around first. We'll go the opposite way around and start with It's the Riddler.
Oh, hi, that's me. This was an absolute blast. My name is Riddler. You can call me D. You can call me DeBell. Whatever so suits you. I am a voice acting, streaming musician, DM, that had such an absolute blast. It was so much fun. You can catch me here on Tuesdays with 2 of these wonderful people for Rotting Shadows, where I play a vastly different character than Gorgonzola. And yeah, it's fun.
Fantastic. And next around the screen, we have Snickle Socks.
Hi, hello again. I'm not nearly as much of a jerk in real life as as Thunderfoot is. But hey, so if you've liked me here, you might like some of my other stuff. Snickle Socks. I just released a Warlock patron based on your favorite orange lasagna cat, and it is free. So go pick that up. Worked with Megan Lynn for the win on Twitter for that one, and that was a lot of fun. So go. That's probably the newest thing. Go check that out. I have a Patreon to make sure that Full of Bees continues. So that would be great. You know,
Bees and lasers and laser bees.
lasers, bees. Also, just I like putting Digimon on character sheets and stuff, and just being like, "Hey, here's Greymon. Go
As
fight
you
it."
should.
Yeah. There's not enough of them, and there's thousands of Digimon. So that's me. Thank you.
Thank you. Next around, we have aspiring DM Jenna.
Hello. I am Jenna. You can find me at Aspiring DM on Twitter and littledragonscribbles.com and on Instagram. I do bullet journal-y things. And also on Wednesdays, I am on the Stalwart Initiative, where I play a wildfire druid at 2:30. So,
Hey.
yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you. Last but most certainly not least, our DM of the hour, Pahnita.
Yeah, hi. You can find me on Twitter at Pahnita. I'm pretty much anywhere under that name. I'm Pahnita XO on Twitch, and I might be starting up my own DM channel fairly soon. Keep a lookout on my socials for information on that. I do, as previously mentioned, play on this channel on Tuesdays. And yes, I play kind of a sad boy cleric in that game.
Yeah.
And I play a complete chaos mess of a sorceress over on Joshua Barrow's channel on Wednesdays. On break right now, but I'll be back in a couple weeks. But yes, I had an amazing time. Like Gorgonzola is my new warlock
This is
patron,
great.
and Betty is my new god.
Yeah. She
Oh.
is eternal.
Yes, I am a cleric of the domain of Betty, the grandmother domain.
I decided to take knowledge domain, and I tried to make sure that every single spell would be used by a grandma somewhere.
Oh my god.
Um,
It's amazing.
like I couldn't
It
help
was-
but see the word
it was
bless
a
in here.
thing of
Oh,
beauty.
bless!
Oh, bless.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything about this game is my favorite one. This is the first one shot that I ever wrote for my Critical Misses group, which is a group that I run out of Calgary, which is an inclusive group for women, non-binary folk, and other people who want to get into gaming without having to deal with the boys' club and game stores. So yes, and I'm very happy that you all enjoyed it.
This
So
was
much
so
fun.
fun. I'm
So
so sad that it was just one shot.
Thank you.
So good. Okay,
I mean, maybe it could not be a one shot. You know.
I mean, I have more stories and I have more things in this setting. So
we can totally figure that out. But everyone, it's time to start this this whole wrap-up thing. So check out our social links: Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over to all those places. Discord, come and shout about this game in the Discord right now. Twitter, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. And YouTube, you can go and catch up on all of our hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of content. Also, check out our sponsors, Hero Forge, for all of your miniature needs. We can find us on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. playing with their color creator. Also, check out Mage Hand Press. 25% discount on all of their PDFs at the moment. You can see us playing the Faith Folio on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EDT. Check out the Deck of Many, who make the They made the Humblewood expansion for 5e, which you can find on Thursdays at 6 p.m. and also the many animated moving cards. And last but most certainly not least, Dungeon Fog, where you can go and create beautiful maps with dynamically updating notes. I'm going to go set up the next scene. If you liked any of the music in today's stream, check out the credits. There'll be links and licensing information there. And we will see you very, very soon. I'm going to put about 25 minutes on the clock. No, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. We can do this in 20 minutes. Yeah, sure. And I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
Keep on evoking emotions.